welcome to the show. We're going to have a little bit to talk about some gaming, some shows, and some other good stuff today. I do want to get out of the way that I'm wearing my Green Bay. I'm wearing a hoodie today, and I'm sweating because the Packers football season started today. I'm really excited. NFL's finally
Preseason started today.
It doesn't matter. It's football, and that's all I care about. I am the happy boy. I am the happy boy.
But you said season. I just wanted to make sure we were all clear.
Yes. Well, you know, it's you know, you got to warm up, right, before the season.
Sure.
It's not.
Sure. I'm still supporting the Brewers because it's still baseball season.
Yeah, I still watch them from time to time. I'm not a diehard. So, just while we get things going today, I do want to let it be known right away that we are running out of time to enter in our summer giveaway, where we are giving away a Dark Fusion Systems PC for absolutely free. So you want to go to bucketbytes.gg and look for the summer giveaway tab up there to go ahead and enter. It is free to enter to anybody in the United States. You do not have to buy anything, and it's a pretty sweet system. That contest ends on August 31st. We will then very shortly after draw the winner and announce it. So,
but terms and conditions do apply.
Thank you, Josh. Like a true.
You got to say that. You got to say that.
That's true. Do you know? I was watching a video today where a guy, he went and got there's this radio station called KRUD, and they had an April Fool's prank where they said the first person to, you know, tattoo their forehead with the initials KRUD will win $250,000. And they said, go check our website for terms and whatever. So the guy heard it through his friend. He calls his, you know, he's like, hey, you know, is this a real legit contest? When he called the radio station, they're like, yeah, it is. Go check our website for more information. So he does. And right there it says, you know, get your tattoo, win $250,000. So he goes and does it because his mom's like house is being in foreclosure and all these other things, and just jumps on it, gets the tattoo, goes to the station. Everyone laughs at him, makes fun of him because he's a fucking idiot. And now he's got crud written on his head. So he ended up taking them to court, and their whole argument was, well, if you click on the see terms and conditions, it would have taken you to another page that is
that was like, no, this is a goof. Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the guy actually won.
Really?
I'd imagine.
He sued for $250,000 for the prize, $10,000 to get the tattoo removed, and another $250,000 for $250,000 for pain and suffering or whatever.
Yeah, like restitution.
Yeah.
Oh.
He got awarded all of it. So that guy,
good for him, honestly.
Yeah.
He got a good
that
lawyer.
shit.
What a great
shit.
Oh my
dude.
gosh.
So I mean, well, and I suppose that could be taken with a grain of salt, just because it was kind of on one of those televised, you know, court shows. So take it with a grain of salt. How true?
Oh, like Judge Judy was like, you gotta pay $1,010,000.
Dude, not Judge Judy, man. Don't do the Judge Judy. So, anyways, I don't know why that was even in my head just now, but it was.
Because terms and conditions apply, is what we're saying.
Yes, that's true. I did want to note something I would like to do for the rest of this month, because I haven't used a whole lot of them yet. We're issuing out like social benefit codes, I guess, if you want to call them that. So it's worth a lot of entries into the contest. I'm going as far as saying, if you guys just kind of go out social media, like if you're on Twitter, or X, or Facebook or Instagram or whatever, if you guys post about us and tag us and things, I'll go through those, and maybe I'll just start passing out these social codes as thank yous. So
yeah,
just
and your social security number.
I won't ask for that. I will not ask for that. So, on the last episode, which was a couple of weeks ago now, we talked a little bit about, hey, there's this hype around Red Dead Redemption, and they're adding these fonts to the website, and they're going to be totally remastering Red Dead Redemption. And we were all so excited. We're like, oh, this is excellent, this is great. And then we were even speculating, well, it wasn't really speculation, but we're talking about how, maybe they'll put Red Dead 1 in Red Dead 2 and all these other things. We got blue-balled hard
super hard. Like it's like the worst possible like scenario.
Yeah. So it was just a port, just to Switch and what was it, PS4?
PS4.
Yeah.
And Switch.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That's all it was.
So still no PC port. So fuck us. Xbox players still get it free. Because you know they just get the backwards compatible version.
Yep.
Which is like upgraded to 4K and 60 frames per second anyway. So that you can play that on your Xbox One and beyond.
Yep.
For free.
You sure can.
But you know, PS4 and Switch players gotta pay $50.
God,
No
dude.
shot. Is it 50?
Yeah.
$50.
Wow.
and what did they say? Because they heard people bitching. They're like, "Well, we see this as the market value for a game like this coming back and being ported." Bullshit. What market, bro?
Dude,
And
that's
I
so
still don't
laughable.
understand. I still don't understand no PC port. Like this was their chance to finally bring it to PC. And
Well, no, because then they can release it again in 2 years for PC and
I
make
guess.
$50 on it then.
guess what? I'm gonna keep emulating it because that shit looks fine.
Well, it's funny because they're trying to do what they did. Well, not that it's the same exact, but they're trying to do what they did with Grand Theft Auto 5, which slightly different situation, but they released it, just generationally at full price point. So, I mean, if people are going to buy it, why not? But I think this might, I don't know. Rockstar's kind
Did
of been
GTA 5 span 3 generations?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the Skyrim of killing people. Well, I guess you kill people in Skyrim too.
That's true.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. I mean, hey, if you got a game people are going to keep playing and why not? You're going to keep making money on it, but I don't know. I feel like Rockstar's kind of really been on a big L streak lately. And it really has me. I'm not really concerned for GTA 6, but like it dampers any kind of hype that you kind of start building up for it, I think. It's just like, well, what are they going to shove at us?
I kind of view GTA and Red Dead as like two separate entities. You know what I mean? Like what they do on Red Dead is I don't think is really going to affect the new GTA, and especially since they got that stuff leaked. They kind of all seem like they took it really personal that people are attacking them, how shitty the game looked.
That's why it's $50. Makes sense.
Yeah, they're like, fuck y'all. Give us more money.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, though, like this is, I said this was the worst possible scenario, but it's not. Because like the worst possible scenario was to get a definitive edition version they did with the GTA trilogy.
That would have been so depressing.
At least it's a straight port and not like a shitty remaster.
Right. Well, they didn't even do the port themselves, though. They sourced it out, from what I read.
They sourced it out. Yeah.
Even if they did do like a definitive edition, it would make no sense for that game because that game doesn't look terrible.
I agree with that.
But like we were talking about last week, it would make so much sense to build it, rebuild it in the Red Dead 2 engine.
Yeah, that
It's
would
all
be
there.
amazing.
Just fucking do it. But
Missed
whatever.
opportunities.
And also, Red Dead Redemption 2 was lacking like Undead Nightmares too, which could have been excellent.
They could just do it all in
Did you
there.
play Undead Nightmare, or are you just saying?
I played it a little bit, and I thought it was really fun.
Undead
You played it
Nightmare.
a little bit. There it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got that flame horse.
So I tripped over a word or two post.
I loved it. No, now I'm just picturing zombies running around in their undergarments.
In their underwear.
Underwear.
All I want is Bully 2, and then I can.
Yes.
Then Rockstar can do whatever they want.
Bully 2, yes.
I'm waiting for Dom to give me the shame for not finishing Bully 1.
You never finished Bully 1?
You never did.
I
told him about.
Oh my god, I remember talking to Post about that game like when it came out. How did you never?
I played it for the first time like almost a year ago. I played it for about 2 hours,
and you never played it again.
I enjoyed the hell out of it, and then I never played it again.
That was
in
one of
true
my
Post
few.
fashion.
That was one of my few like games I got all the achievements for.
Really?
On 360.
Oh, wow.
Like, I loved that game.
Oh no.
And then I tried to do it again when they re-released it for PS4, and I was like, "How the fuck did I do this when I was a kid?"
Would you want
So much
Bully
running
2
around.
to like have Jimmy Hopkins still?
Nah, I'd want him to do it like a spiritual successor, like Red
So,
Dead
like-
2 kind of, even though John's in it,
Yeah.
like different.
So like, let's say like Jimmy Hopkins all
Throwbacks.
grown up and shit.
Maybe,
Yeah, he
yeah,
could
but
be-
he
he could
plays
be
a
the
different
dad.
character, but
Yeah, of
He
course.
could be the
show
dad.
up, yeah.
He could be the dad
Yeah.
of the kid.
No,
Or he just shows up. He's like the hobo in the
He just shows
the
up.
hobo,
in
the training hobo. You know the training.
yeah, the
hobo?
training hobo in
That
the
would be
in the
funny.
bus. Yeah, he's like that guy.
I'm so lost. I'm so lost. That's okay. Just before we get away from Rockstar, though, there was some other Rockstar news. And this is not really an L, but I could picture this being an L in the future. But Rockstar officially partnered up with CFX.re, which is the modding community that makes 5M, which is the program that houses like NoPixel and all of the GTA roleplay and stuff like that. So for future games, there will be official support, which I picture them putting behind a paywall, to be completely honest.
Yeah, probably.
Because one of the things they said was they don't want people making money off the game without their explicit permission and all this other stuff. And like, I don't know. So in one way it's a win, but in another way it's an L. I see it more as a loss than a win, just because you're taking away the creative freedoms of these people who are creating all the mods and stuff for 5M. So
Right.
I wonder if this is sorry. Go ahead, Logan.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I mean, unless they made it like subscription based where it's a monthly thing and then it's kind of like a sandbox. All right, you're in. Do what
God,
you want.
that's...
Would it be like adult Roblox?
No, I don't think it'd be like. I don't think it'd be. Think of it more like when Bethesda did the creator like
Creation Club? That's just so
Creation
boring.
Club.
I'm
I
sorry.
picture. I think that's eventually what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, but what
I'm
were you
just
gonna say,
wondering,
Josh?
like, is this going to be like back? Whatever they do, is it going to be backported into 5, or is this going to be something they're going to, incorporate and work with these folks for something with 6? Like that's what I'm wondering.
Well,
It'd be really funny to see if they like let GTA 6 die for GTA 5 Online. That'd be
Yeah,
really funny to see happen.
GTA 5 Online just keeps going. They just
Keeps
fuck
going.
GTA 6.
well, this is speculation, so grain of salt. But there was speculation that GTA 6's map and world and everything is going to be a constant evolving living world, where I feel like maybe they could implement online integral with the game itself. Now I think that's probably not going to happen. It would be like,
And now you're just talking about an MMO.
right, well, and that's what people, I don't know, it's just speculation that I've read. I don't think that would actually happen. That would totally kick the ankles out of anything that they had. But it I don't know. I feel like that kind of supports some of those baseless claims. So, just what I was thinking. That's all. We'll see what happens.
Right.
Hopefully, it's not a Creation Club type thing.
Let's
Yeah.
hope not.
I did want to touch on Baldur's Gate just for a few minutes, as that game finally has just released, and people are absolutely loving having sex with a bear.
Now, can I just ask a quick question? Because I don't know, and thus far I've been too afraid to ask. Hasn't this been in early access for like 8 years?
A couple years,
Okay.
a few years.
Because I remember you playing it.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
so the game has changed quite a bit since, especially some of the earlier beta versions of the game. But there's been a lot of new stuff. So I never got as far as going more than like 6 hours into the game, and that's basically like the tutorial.
Sure.
Damn.
So,
Well, it's an RPG. What do you expect?
yeah. Well, I mean, it's legit a fucking video Dungeons and Dragons game. Like that's what it is. It's gonna take a while. But yeah, no, there's been plenty of things that have changed, especially from the last build of the beta to now. Like a lot of the early stuff is still pretty much the same, but there's some differences. Actually, the lead creative director thought that they had already peaked with Baldur's Gate 3 because of how long the early access was. So
And that's why I was so confused when it dropped and everybody was freaking out that like, oh, Baldur's Gate 3 is out. And I was like, hasn't it been out? Like, couldn't you have been playing this for ages?
well, you get the full story. You can actually go and complete the game now, where before you
Sure.
had only bits and pieces up to a certain point, and so on and so forth. But the game is really good. It still has some of the same bugs though that were in for the beta
like
for a
spiders
long
that you
time.
fight and stuff.
No, not even that. Like the biggest issue that I've run into is where like an
That was a bad
AI,
joke.
like, well, I'm sorry, I totally missed the joke.
You said there's still the same
Oh.
bugs in the game, and I was like, what, like spiders that you fight?
Yeah, I like those. They're spiders. They're still in the game. They left them in. Where's that? But it's not here. Sorry, we don't have that on ready.
Oh, no. Gone forever.
It's not on the ready. Yeah, no, I've been having fun with it. I actually got my wife, who's been asking to play D&D, like actually start up a D&D campaign and like play. And I know we've talked about it on the show a couple times. I actually got her to play it with me, which means I had to buy the game again, but that's okay. The first time we played it, she's like, she didn't like it so much, mainly because there was so much reading and it was so slow. And I'm like, okay, so I'm glad we did this to know that we'll never play D&D. But the second time,
There's no reading in D&D though.
well, it depends.
Somebody reads it out.
Yeah, I mean, but it's the pacing, I think, is more it.
Fair enough.
But the second time through, she played it and she took it like I was like, dude, you gotta like this character. We're gonna fucking role play and read our lines and everything. Like you're actually this character, and she had a lot more fun with that, and so did I actually. So if you're looking for a really good, authentic feeling D&D experience, that's kind of free to play. Not free to play, but like just free to roam and explore. Definitely do recommend that game. So
Now, did you play Divinity Original Sin 1 or 2?
What else we got? South Park announced a new game.
Why did you ignore me?
You ignored John. That was so fucked up. I don't think he can hear us. He can't hear us.
Oh,
That was so fucked up. He's like, yeah, South Park anyway.
So South Park.
We're on the
Yeah, South Park.
Yeah, Josh, your thought process. We're not happy. We're moving on.
Whatever you guys, whatever you guys
moving.
said over the last 15 seconds, I heard none of it because my headphones
That was
died.
like that was the greatest time for that to happen because I was like, "Did you play Divinity 1 or 2?" And then you were like, "So South Park." Like, you completely ignored my question.
Oh no. Okay. So we'll go back to that. Yeah, I played a little bit of it. It's in there. Those were very much D&D-esque. Same
Well,
like
the
it's the
reason
same
I asked
people.
is it's the same developers. Is this like that, like
Yeah.
gameplay wise?
Yep.
Okay, good. Then I probably won't play this game because I hated Divinity.
Why is that?
Just the turn-based combat I could
Okay.
not get into, like, because if you fuck something up, like if you misclick, like I remember misclicking so many barrels, like explosive barrels, and then I'm just dead. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So-
I haven't run into that a single time in Baldur's Gate.
Mhm.
So, there's that.
All right. Well, I'll see. I guess.
I mean, you already own it, right? So what's worth?
Yeah. Well, I bought it for my fiance, but we'll see if I buy another copy to play myself.
Gotcha. I do recommend playing it with somebody. It is really fun. So, do you have any other questions that I can ignore?
No, that's fine.
Okay. So South Park apparently announced the new game. Josh, what's that
Yeah,
about?
today.
That's
was it so-
exciting.
It's co-op. I don't know if they said how many players co-op, but it's 3D. So it's not like they're not making it like the show style like they made the past couple games.
Yeah.
But it's called Snow Day. It's I have absolutely no idea. It almost looks like I don't know if you guys ever played Magica, I think that game is called, where it's just like that isometric view where
Mm-mm.
it almost looks like that but in 3D. But I can't really tell. They didn't show off too much gameplay. It was just like a 1-minute teaser trailer to kind of reveal the game. So
The
Looks
models look
interesting.
like characters out of Happy Wars. If you ever heard of that game,
I have
the character models look exactly like that from the game.
gotcha. But yeah,
I was
it's coming out next
underwhelmed
year.
with what it looked like.
Yeah,
The
that's
South
what I
Park
was saying. It looked like
Yeah.
Happy Wars.
Yeah, it's I'd actually prefer the 2D style
Right.
because at least
Oh,
they
100%.
Dude,
the
even if it was
show.
like a lot of those games do the 2D models in a 3D world type thing, even if they did,
Yeah.
I don't know how they'd make that
Yeah.
work, but
Like Paper Mario.
sure.
Sure.
Yeah, something exactly like that. But it's a third person, or you said it was an ISO type thing.
It looked like based on the trailer, again, the very short amount of footage.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it almost looks like I have absolutely no idea. Like I don't know what the game. I don't know if it's a beat 'em up. It kind of looks like it might be a beat 'em up type thing, like where you have like hordes of enemies coming at you.
It
Watch
kinda-
this.
Oh,
be
like
League of
Minecraft Dungeons
Legends,
almost.
maybe.
Or League of Legends. Yeah.
It
I don't
kind of
know.
looks like they're continuing off of Stick of Truth, since Cartman's
Well, they're
wearing the
doing it-
wizard outfit again.
Yeah, they're doing that same style of Cartman in the wizard outfit.
Well, it
The
doesn't have to
2D
be a
games though were like
continuation.
super polished though compared to the show. Like I think
Oh, yeah.
the games look really nice compared to the show.
That's why I'm confused with the art direction they went with. I feel like it looks like I'm playing. I don't know if you ever played the old. Well, you Dominic, you never would have, but there was like old Nickelodeon cartoon games on the PlayStation 1, like the Rugrats and stuff like that, and like it looked like absolute trash.
I was even gonna say that the South Park N64 game looks better than this because it was. It was.
Oh yeah, the one where you throw. I remember that game.
Yeah, it's a first-person shooter,
Yeah.
but like it was more stylized, so it almost made more sense.
There you go,
I don't know.
Logan. We have a game for you to emulate now.
Oh yeah, there you go.
With
What's
you know
that?
in your collection. It's a
Yes.
South Park game for N64.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Oh, they had South Park Rally too. Do you remember that? Oh my goodness.
I never
Now
played any of the other ones besides the original one, so I never played like Chef's Love Shack.
Well,
I think.
so well, South Park. I remember South Park. I played it on PlayStation. Was there like an exclusive N64 one too, or?
I think they were the same. I think it was
Okay.
just a multi-platform.
I remembered hating that game as well.
Sorry.
Just running around throwing snowballs at people is kind of disappointing.
Oh,
So
liked
Dom's back after being gone a couple weeks. How you been, buddy? I just figured we'd get a
Dom
status
is
update.
back.
doing
I'm
good?
doing good.
That's good.
And
That's good. You didn't
Yeah, it's
win the
mostly
lottery.
it.
You didn't win the 1.5 billy.
no, sadly I did not.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't
I-
be here if you did. So
Or he would be here more because he'd have nothing else to do.
that's
I would be here more probably.
That's true.
Um,
No, that'd be bad because then like people would death threat us just to get to you, and I don't know if I'd want to deal with that. So I'd probably fire you, and then ask for
Oh.
$25 million.
Get rid of Dom. Yeah, but no, everything's been good. I just pre-ordered Mortal Kombat 1.
Finally,
So, yeah, today.
Oh, like from 1994?
No. The Mortal Kombat 1, not the 1994 one.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying. Have you guys, Josh? Have you ever bought a lottery ticket before?
No.
No, never, not once in your life.
Nope.
Logan, how about you?
Twice.
Couple times.
Yeah.
Not even like a scratchy, dude. You've never
My
even played
mom, like when I was a kid, my mom would get scratch offs, like, and I'd, she'd give me one to scratch off. But like as an adult, I've never bought a
Gotcha.
lottery or scratch off ticket.
That's because you're smart with your money.
I've gone to the casino once. Does that
Yeah.
count?
Was that
Yeah.
fun?
It was all right.
Dude, I don't know. I
I didn't lose money unless you count dinner.
oh, well that's not bad. I don't like I feel like casinos are like this is going to be a really weird hot take, but casinos are just as bad as strip clubs. I just feel like they're such a waste of money.
I was gonna say casinos are probably worse.
Yes.
Well,
yeah.
Fastest loss of $100 I've ever spent.
Yeah.
well, yeah, you can lose money faster at a casino.
Dude,
I'm not arguing that.
Oh man, I lost $100. Like 15 minutes on the blackjack table. I was sweating. I was sweating.
When was this? Last weekend or?
No, this is
Oh.
probably back in like 2016,
Oh, okay. All right.
around that time.
Oh wow.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I don't know. I don't know why I had to get that hot take out of there. I just remember going to a strip club and I thought it was the biggest waste of my fucking money in my life. Because the girls would
depends
like
on the strip club and when you're going.
no
Right.
I mean, well,
having a bunch of fake boobies in your face. I mean,
This is speaking as a guy, by the way. I've never been to a strip club, so
I've only
Fucking
ever been to
unmatched.
one. I'll never go back. Like I don't know if it's commonplace for a strip club to have the girls walk around after they're done on stage, and then just like go up to you and like ask you for money for nothing.
I was gonna say, like, don't they ask you like for private dances and shit?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
isn't
they
that a
would. The
thing?
one that I went to, they would walk around after they dance, and like try to. They're like, here, you could give me $1 or whatever, and I'll like grab it with my boobies. And I just thought it was
Yeah,
like,
you can't, but at the
Was-
same time, you can't. You it's the hustle, man. You can't.
well, but I'm just saying, I'll never go back because I'm just like, I don't know why I'm here in the first place.
it's different for everyone, and definitely different strip clubs. Because wild story, I was not there, but some
is
buddies
an
were out in
experience story.
Vegas. Was out in Vegas. They got trashed. Went to the strip club, had a great time. They all got lap dances. One dude hooked up with a stripper for $200 in the bathroom. I
Wow.
kid you not. Like, he's like, she was a dime, and she was down to
dime.
hook up. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like he overpaid because like if she's only worth 10 cents,
Well,
well, who
it
puts
was
the worth on that?
It was 200. It was 200.
Okay.
So
That
he
was a bad
paid her
joke.
200. Yeah, I know.
It was pretty bad.
I'll go
Yeah,
see myself out now.
I
didn't
I
know.
was looking to slowly just breeze over that, but yeah. So it like I've never heard of bouncers being cool with guys touching girls, let alone being able to hook up with them in the bathroom. It's pretty nuts. But that's Vegas for you.
Vegas
I
is I've heard it's a different world out there.
I can imagine Post in the strip club with the face he's making in the host chat.
Just
The
Just
face
sitting
of
there
disappointment,
the entire time,
dude.
just sitting there.
Grumpy ass face. Yeah, I'll
just like
just be like,
disappointed. Like those aren't real.
Halfway through,
very
it's just that
unenthused.
face for the rest of the time.
yeah, dude, it was not a good. I don't know, just wasn't fun.
Yeah,
I just
I've-
felt like I was losing money for no reason.
I'm with you. Like, I've never had any interest in going. Like, I'm
Yeah, I feel like my
I don't
wife
know.
would like if my wife would always want to. She'd be like, "You want to go to strip club?" And I'm like, "No, I like money." So I don't know.
Yeah,
How
I
did
don't
we
know.
get that far off track? What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
We talking about South Park.
South Park.
South Park. Then we got to gambling, and then it was a weird.
Segues are weird. All right, what's on the next topic?
Tangent
Segues are
alert.
weird.
I would go to another topic, but Logan didn't put any in the sheet this week, so I guess
that's-
we're all done.
That is a live
Wait,
shade throw.
Yeah, that's a
There's
live
nothing more to talk
shade.
about.
Live shade.
I have
Which-
something there.
I have the soundbite, so I don't.
Oh,
he's got
you,
it.
Well, are you prepared?
Oh.
How are we gonna play it? Do you want to play it right now?
I pre-downloaded it to the cloud for you.
Where is it?
Yeah, on the cloud.
Which cloud? Like Cloud 9?
A cloud behind you.
Cloud pop-up host, Google Drive.
Oh. Okay. Well, while I'm doing that, you guys want to talk
No,
about?
he lost his hand.
Oh no! Did the bucket's just been
Jesus
kicked around
Christ.
the room for the last month?
I don't fucking know.
He's just.
Each
Get
time
out
he's
of the way.
missing something.
Found it.
But I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it today though, because I'd
That's
have to
all right.
figure out how to do it in the platform.
That's all right.
Damn.
Oh yeah, you're right, Post. That's a good point.
So we'll work that kinks out. We'll
Shelve it, Mr. Bucket.
Yes.
We'll
Oh,
see
you
you
found
next
the hand.
week.
Oh, goodbye. Actually, it looked like he very softly fell down somewhere.
I was trying to throw it behind me, but it hit the head of the chair, and now
And
he's
it
just
fell-
resting behind my back. But you know what? I was gonna just let that go, but then you had to draw attention to it.
I'm sorry.
Just like
Been funny for the
the
whole show. Josh
no
has the
discussions
good
that I threw in.
So okay, I want to talk a little bit. Dom, you weren't here last time, but we were talking a lot about some shows because there's been like a dry spell, not a lot of good shows on. Trying to figure out what we want to watch, things like that. Josh finally watched Twisted Metal.
I did all of it.
Oh, you finished it.
I did, dude. You have no idea how like quickly I've been watching that. I watched 3 episodes today.
Well, they're
just to
only
make
20-minute episodes.
Fuck you.
25.
That was still an hour and a half of Twisted Metal
All right, fair
for
enough.
this show.
So okay, thoughts.
So I didn't think it was nearly as bad as you made it out to be.
Okay.
I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Sure.
But some of the dialogue was insanely cringy. Like especially in the like first couple episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have no idea why they front loaded the shit in this show. Like the first 2 episodes, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to deal with 8 more of these. But then the show does pick up like midway through. You are right that the last episode, like the last 5 minutes of the last episode, is really cool.
Yes.
It's what I expected to happen. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fair. But I'm just glad
they went
going
about
there.
it a strange way. But yeah, they're going exactly where you'd want them to go for the first season of Twisted Metal, with the supposed maybe happening second season of Twisted Metal.
The supposed maybe. I like it.
But yeah, I don't know. I liked the characterization. My only problem is the main character is just Will Smith, but not Will Smith. So it's like Kmart Will Smith.
Yes, that's a good way to describe him. Yes.
And the supporting character who's played by the lady from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, I can't remember her name either.
I can't remember her name. She's Quiet on the show. Her name is Quiet, which is real original. Because she doesn't talk.
I mean, it's less original than naming a character after yourself in a machinima. So
fair enough, but you know, whatever. So, but she literally just makes one face the entire show. Like things will happen, and then she will make the exact same face over and over and over again, and that gets real old around, you know, the 60th time. And you're like, I get it. You make the I'm confused and disgusted at the same time face over and over and over again. But yeah, I feel like if it was written for a 20-year-old and not a 13-year-old, it would be a really good show.
Yes.
But as it stands, it's an okay show.
Yeah, it's a 6.5.
6.5s, that's fair. Yep.
So Dom, are you gonna watch Twisted Metal?
Should I watch it?
Yeah, it's on Peacock, so you can get WrestleMania.
Oh, I don't have Peacock. Okay.
Well, that's why you get Peacock, and then you can watch Twisted Metal and WrestleMania.
So yeah, if you don't have to, but if you want to, it's.
I might.
You don't know much about the original games though, right? Like it's kind of
not at all.
Yeah, so you'd have like you really wouldn't give 2 shits about it.
I will say I was actually very surprised at how many video game references there were, but how little actual references to like the characters of Twisted Metal there were.
Oh, there were other. Maybe I'm not thinking of them. What other? Well, I guess we don't want to spoil anything.
Well, yeah, I don't want to spoil. Like there were only like 4. I think 4 like Twisted Metal characters that show up in the show. 5 because I'm forgetting Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
5. And then but I think the ending is setting up for most of them to show up in the second season. So
yeah. Okay, go ahead.
We were talking about a dry spell in shows and stuff, right? So is there any shows you guys are waiting for?
Not The Witcher.
I certainly have a couple in mind. Like The Boys season 4 is in production still. I loved every season of that show, and I'm very interested to see how it all starts to wrap up more. And I'm waiting for Moon Knight season 2. I don't think there's any news about it, but I'm really hoping there's a season 2 for that show because Oscar Isaac really killed that role.
Moon Knight.
Ready to watch more of Oscar Isaac.
Okay.
I know that there are a few shows that are currently back that I'm very excited, and that's Only Murders in This Building is back. Anyone?
Only murder? Only murder.
Anyone?
Nope.
Only Murders in This Building? Really?
Only
Nope.
only
No,
murders
I
in
don't
this
know.
building.
It's with Steve Martin and
Oh, that's what that show's called?
yeah, and Selena
Oh,
Gomez and
yeah. I've seen that.
Jimmy
I've
Glick,
seen.
whose name I can't remember now.
Yeah, no, that's a decent show. I like that.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember what it was
pretty good.
called. That's what
and
that
then,
show's really called.
Yeah, Only Murders in This Building is what it's called.
Okay.
And then What We Do in the Shadows is back.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Hey, come on, guys.
No, I've never seen that
I'm
one.
sorry. I'm uncultured when it comes to TV.
You know, I want to know. Logan, did you watch any of the shows that we recommended? Because you're the one that asked.
Yes, I did.
What'd you
Trying to
watch?
recall which one that was now. I think I started watching. Which one was that?
Was
I
it
think I watched
From?
the. No. It was shit. What's it called? Shoot.
What happens?
It's
Yeah.
the cooking. It's the cook show. Bear.
Oh, yeah,
Bear.
yeah, Bear.
Yeah. I watched the first episode on that, and then I randomly got the desire to watch Born Identity movie series, so I watched a bunch of those this week.
That's a
So,
weird tangent.
it was one of those things where I saw it on TikTok. It was like a scene, and I was like, "Oh man, I haven't watched those in a long time." And then, before you know it, I was like grinding through watching the movies this week.
Did you watch the Jeremy Renner one?
No, I skipped it.
Yeah, that's the right move.
That's the play. That's the play.
Considering that like it doesn't follow the storyline, I was like, this one is like an alternative universe type deal. Like I just wanted to follow the series straight through, because the end of each movie, the beginning of that next one was like almost a recap, the first 5 to 10 minutes, as if an exact continuation. So it was really nice watching them all the way through. I wish there was more of them just because they were so good, but obviously they took a long time gaps on the last 2. So he was getting older and whatnot.
Mhm.
It had to end somehow. But
It
yeah,
never
so I
ends.
watched the first episode of Bear, and it was good. I
Mhm.
plan on picking it up and watching it more. Like I said, I just took a random movie tangent though.
That's okay. It happens to the best of us.
Right? I
happens.
haven't sat down to watch movies in a minute, so it felt good, but I'll report back.
I like how he's like, I sat down and watched Bear. It was good, but then I hated it, so I watched Born instead.
No, I mean, different movie.
I don't know, man.
Or
Bear
genre.
You didn't watch the other episodes of the Bear then, so
That's true.
You didn't see when he becomes a secret
yeah.
super spy.
Yeah. Dude, and he just
Flipping burgers.
starts kicking the shit out of people. Yeah, no. Oh man, it's yeah. So I plan on chilling down a little bit and getting back to watching. But
Okay.
the first episode was solid.
Okay.
Oh, I got a random movie. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Dale and Tucker versus Evil. Have you guys seen that movie
That's
before?
an all-timer. That's an all-timer.
I just watched it recently for the first time with my dad, and my dad never seen it either, and that shit was hilarious.
Dude,
so funny.
Did you guys find it by accident? Like you're like, oh, this.
My
like,
dad
seems
found
like
it by
it's-
accident.
Dude,
And he
No,
was like,
no,
hey,
no.
everyone
Yeah.
come watch this movie with me? And I was like, okay.
I came
gotta-
across that movie by accident. Go ahead, Logan.
I was saying, I had a buddy of mine back when we were in high school. He's like, you need to watch this. Like, I already watched it, but you need to come over and we'll watch it together because it's so good. And we were just rolling the whole time. It
Dude,
was
it's-
so funny. It's an
And-
older movie because it came out
Yeah,
in
it
like
was
what, 08
2010.
or 10? Okay.
Sure.
And I
Yeah.
was like, I was surprised. I thought it was like a low budget production from like recently. And I was like, damn, this shit's really good.
They
But
needed
then
a
I knew it was
sequel.
old when I seen someone pull out a flip phone. And I was like, shit.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, dude. Oh, jerk. I don't know. I think I only ever had like 2 flip phones my entire life.
I
To be
had
honest.
3
Yeah.
flips.
I never had one.
My dad had a flip
No.
phone until like 2015.
Really?
Yeah. He kept his for a long time.
Did he get the new Razor when it came out then?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
I think he stuck with this flip phone ever since he got it.
Gotcha. So he went brick and never went back.
Yeah, kind of.
Got it. That's cool.
So in that movie, Dale versus Tucker, I love Dale as a character so much because he looks like this big redneck. He just has no social skills. It's just so funny to me.
Dale and Tucker versus Evil is, I believe, what the movie's called.
Wait.
Yes.
What did Don?
You said Tucker versus Dale.
Wait,
Tucker versus
I thought
Dale.
I said Dale for.
To the death!
I thought I said that. Oh,
Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, you did say you said Tucker versus Dale.
Yeah, that's. I was like, this is not a main card fight movie. This is definitely.
I mean, it kind of is.
Evil, unintentional evil. I don't know what's happening. These teenage kids just keep killing themselves.
Oh, dude, I might have to watch it again and again.
I think it's like a suicide cult or something.
Dude. Yeah, my wife and I found that movie on Netflix by mistake, thinking it was just gonna be some shitty horror movie.
Oh, it's so.
And
like,
to my delight, like that was the happiest little mistake that ever happened. Was finding that movie.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's a classic.
I did want to say that based on Josh's recommendation, I did watch a lot of From with my free trial to what is it, MGM Plus?
MGM Plus, everybody's favorite streaming service.
Which, by the way, so we watch all of our stuff off of our Xbox upstairs, which does not have MGM Plus, but you can watch it through the Amazon Prime app.
Right.
So just if anybody's out there trying to watch From, that's a really interesting show. I haven't quite finished the first season yet, by the way, Josh. So I don't know. I recommend checking that one out. I did want to also report in on my disappointment after watching the last 2 episodes of The Witcher, because that entire last episode was the slowest piece of hot garbage I can remember out of a show that I've ever liked in my life. Not good, Josh. I don't know if you cared about or watched The Witcher at all.
I've never witched any Urs at all.
Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty decent show for the first 2.5 seasons. And then shit just hits the fan, and I'm glad Henry Cavill has nothing to do with the rest of this show.
Now, did you watch Game of Thrones? Because
I watched the first 3 seasons of Game of Thrones only.
I was gonna say, does it compare to that downfall?
So I didn't get to watch the downfall of Game of Thrones.
Right.
Which was a whole season of crash and burn, not just an episode.
Yeah, there's a lot more hype and budget behind Game of Thrones as well.
Yeah.
So I can't speak to the letdown of Game of Thrones. I'm lame, and I got like bored of this show. Believe it or not.
Really?
I never watched it. My washing machine was too loud.
What?
It's an inside joke. Go on. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, that's really all I got on TV shows. So
nice.
Unless anybody else wants to pop in with anything. Anybody watch Oppenheimer or Barbie movie or?
Oh, I watched Barbie with my girlfriend.
Yeah. Did you get ice cream after?
No, we didn't.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh.
Anyway, the Barbie movie's really it was really funny. I was expecting it to be kind of like, but it was actually really fun to watch the entire way through.
Really? Like it was actually an engaging piece of media?
I thought it was really good. I had Will Ferrell was in it. He did really good.
Spoiler?
His role was really...
Yeah, spoiler.
That's in the trailers.
I don't watch trailers because they're spoilers.
All right. I'm not going to talk about it.
Wait, the movie's called Barbie? God, you ruined it. I just remember the colors.
I only look at names of movies on marquees because even posters give away too much.
Dom, what's with the meme of like people saying boyfriends don't go with your girlfriends or else they'll break up with you? Have you seen anything like that as to why people would be alluding to having their boyfriends not go?
Oh, I have no clue. That's like my generation type of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, right over my head, and obviously I'm not gonna go see the movie, so I was just kind of curious as to why they were saying that.
Well,
there was something that happened in the movie.
Are you worried your girlfriend is gonna leave you?
Huh? Wait, me?
If you go to
Are you talking about who?
you go
To Logan.
Oh,
Logan. Yeah.
Wait.
If you go to
No. I just saw it, and I saw
Oh.
the kid, the youngsters talking about it.
Okay.
Talking about it, and I was like, what's with this? You know,
I thought Logan was gonna be like, I don't want to go to Barbie with my girlfriend because then she'll leave me and my wife will be really upset.
Yeah, thank you. That's it was a softball toss up, and it was just
sorry.
It fell back down to the dirt. It's okay. It's okay.
Swing and a miss.
I do that a lot.
I think you're 0 for 2.
No, I'm 0 for many more than that, sir.
I was gonna say 0 for 2 maybe within the past 10 minutes. I did watch They Cloned Tyrone on Netflix.
They cloned Tyrone.
It's very good. It's very good. I highly recommend.
Like unironically, it's good.
No, it's very, very good.
Okay.
It's
the
like
title's so funny.
It is a funny title, and it's great because the title isn't explained until an after credits scene, which I thought was really funny. But John Boyega's the lead. Jamie Foxx is like,
shit.
yeah, Jamie Foxx is like the main support character. And it's like a mystery. It's like a sci-fi mystery comedy.
When did it release?
Very recently.
Oh, okay.
Like a couple weeks ago. And I recommend not if you're gonna watch it, don't like watch the trailer or anything. Like, don't look into it at all, because it's so much better if you don't know what's happening in the movie when it happens.
I will exit. Oh, it's a movie. It's not a show.
It's a movie. It's a movie.
Did you guys see? I'm sorry, Josh. Did I cut you off?
Yes.
No. I recommend it very heavily. It's very, very, very good. It reminds me of if you guys have seen never mind. I'm not even going to say it because I don't want to give anything away.
Spoilers.
Yeah, go ahead now.
Did you guys see the trailers for Equalizer 3?
I didn't even see anything about Equalizer 1 or 2. So no.
Wait, hold on. Am I thinking of the right movie? The Denzel Washington movie? It's Equalizer, right?
Flight?
No, Equalizer.
Man on Fire? Just name a bunch of Denzel Washington movies. Training Day?
Yeah. The Equalizer 3.
Oh yeah.
I've never heard of the Equalizer.
I've seen one clip. Does that have to do with that clip and like that girl is beat up? Where he's like a taxi driver or some shit.
That's the second movie, yes.
Okay, so I've seen a scene of it, and that's all I know.
Wow, I thought you guys would have known that movie. That movie's really fun.
It looks
Pedro Pascal in the second one.
Ah, now I know why you want to see it. To see if Pedro comes back.
The third,
I might watch.
Oh, you just spoiled it.
I'm not gonna say that thing.
It looked good. As from that short 2-minute video that was on TikTok, it looks really good. Like
my
the
stereotypical.
I was gonna say the stereotypical of someone just kicking the shit out of people, and like it's kind of like a John Wick. Like this dude just can't die.
Yeah.
I love the fact that somebody's gonna be listening to this, and all they're gonna get out of this is really good, or this is really not good. And it's just gonna be a lot of that over and over again, like super in-depth reviews, and it's great.
Just
more
trust
so
us.
me.
Yeah, what else do you want?
That's all they're gonna get.
You want me to talk about how the f-stop of the camera in this scene was integral to the tone of the story? No, it's good. That's all.
Did it use modern tones?
Oh, I get it.
I threw a pen, but nobody could see it because of the up close camera shot, and also because this is an audio podcast.
Fair.
God.
Unless you're on Twitch right now, twitch.tv/Bucket Bytes. Give us a follow, subscribe.
Bucketbytes.tv/Bucketbytes.
Share it to all your friends on Facebook and X and Instagram, TikTok.
Are we on Threads?
I was
yet.
gonna ask. I wanted to ask. Has anybody used Threads outside of that first week and a half where it came out?
I downloaded it and tweeted twice.
Did you tweet?
No, you didn't tweet. You didn't tweet. You threaded.
I threaded. Oh,
You
threaded. I sewed the shit out of some tweets.
I saw a great meme, and it was like, I don't remember exactly like what the template of the meme was, but it was essentially like things that died within 30 days or something. And Threads was on it. I was like, yeah I remember that. That was.
Does it make a resurgence, do you think, once they finalize a lot of the features? I kind of don't think so at this point.
That's the problem, is they launched too premature, and they're showing no signs of actually releasing any of the features that you want. And
no stamina to go right back at it.
And it's funny that X is like just straddling like failure. You know what I mean? Like it's almost tipping over, but it hasn't quite.
Yeah, the wheels are shaking. The death wobble is there, but it hasn't quite tipped over.
Dude, the craziest part about all of this is how money hungry X is.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you cannot send a DM to somebody who doesn't follow you unless you pay money?
Right.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, my favorite thing is Musk was really pushing for like, hey, if you even have just a podcast, you should pay for like the brand verification thing, which is $1,000 a month.
Is it really?
Oh my god.
It's like he's never owned a social media site before.
Well, it's like he doesn't know the value of a single dollar.
That too.
that dude's
too.
never been as broke as me before.
Yeah.
Not if you ask him.
It's ridiculous. Just because we talked about it in our general chat on Discord a little bit, but Dom, you made a really awesome joke that I wanted to give some airtime here. Because previously we had a game of the month called Backbone. Right?
Yeah.
And they changed the name of it from Backbone to Tales Noir.
Tales Noir.
And so
you
what
want
happened?
to say, or
yeah, what happened?
Backbone got deboned.
Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Heard it in my
there you go. People are gonna be like, did the podcast pause? Did it stop?
All of the podcast listeners, I'm so sorry.
Everyone's like confused as shit.
So yeah, that's interesting. That's how I knew that you had to get verified to like send people DMs that don't follow you back. Because I was gonna be like, hey guys, like, what's up with this? Because they responded to me in a DM before.
Oh, that's
once.
Cool.
But now I can't even see my DMs with them ever because I have to subscribe.
And you were trying to get a hot scoop.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, dude, what happened?
You couldn't even pay the $7 for a hot scoop.
It's the stupidest
Come
thing.
on, Post.
Well, no, you got to I'm to them. Like you have to actually subscribe to their like thing.
No.
Because I'm pretty sure we still have.
I think you can also be a blue. I think it's either or.
Hold on, I think Bucket Bytes Twitter still has. Oh no, we don't have blue anymore. Never mind. That's probably why it just ran out.
Yeah, I think it's one or the other.
So that's all right. That's all right.
So guys, I want to know if I can pull up a topic real quick. I was thinking about it, and I was very interested in talking about it since we have a YouTube man in here.
He's talking about me because I released that awesome review Bytes video the other day.
That makes sense.
I mean, you can ask Josh too. He might know.
So anyway, this is a question mostly directed towards Josh, but everyone can chime in, of course. How do you feel about reaction channels, Josh?
Hate them.
So let's name one of the big ones. SS Sniper Wolf. I'm name dropping, of course.
Sure, I think I've heard of this person, lady.
Yeah, it's a lady, yes, and she reacts to TikToks and has like probably the worst commentary ever recorded.
There's commentary.
They have
the commentary
you
is
don't listen to
basically
Bucket Bytes.
I mean, at least we have some type of entertainment value.
Dude, yeah, I've gotten in arguments with people in the past because like literally they'll just play my 2-hour video with a little camera of them in the corner just going like,
yeah.
This guy knows what he's talking about. Yes.
Not even saying words, just facial expressions, and I'm just like, okay, great. So I put in months of work, and then you can just re-upload it on your channel with you in the corner going.
Dude, now I know how to grow Bucket Bytes YouTube channel. I'm just gonna react to suggestive gaming. Anyway, sorry.
Happened before.
Oh man.
I wanted to pull it up because it's very bizarre because in her view, of course, it's not like wrong or anything. And there's a lot of reaction channels now, like XQC, big streamer. He would watch a video, not say a single word, and record and upload it to his channel.
Yeah, Hassan gets shit for that too.
And Hassan will like leave his chair and let the video play out.
Away.
Wow.
The reason why I wanted to talk about Sniper Wolf is because of crediting no one and like basically like towering over these small creators on TikTok, never getting any credit or freebooting a freebooted video and being very unpleasant about it just in total. And she doesn't even have any like significant value towards reacting to these videos either to make it like her own content. It's basically like summarizing the video or saying what's happening on screen or reading the caption out loud. If we know Sniper Wolf, her viewership mostly stems from like children. It's like, oh, she's watching all the new TikToks. So that's a lot of her viewership comes from there. More problems that involve with her is that YouTube will promote her content saying that she gets her ideas from her fans when she's just watching TikToks and not crediting anyone and having very unsightful commentary. So I wanted to pull it up to get everyone.
To be fair, it is really hard to find content on TikTok, so I'm very glad that I could just go to Sniper Wolf's page instead of just, mindlessly scrolling for hours.
Mm-hmm.
I argue this. I love TikTok. I'm not saying that the commentary is good. I find very interesting stuff on TikTok all the time.
No, yeah, TikTok's fine. I'm saying like the point is TikTok shows you like algorithmically content that you'd enjoy. So
yeah, that's true.
Like just having like a curator like makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's stupid. But yeah, I don't know. I until companies start to crack down on this insane overuse of fair use, because there's a fine line, right, between like what makes it transformative, and does reacting make it transformative? Yes, to a certain extent, but like what's that extent? So like perfect example is Ludwig.
He's like Ludwig. Wow, yeah.
He reacted to one of my videos.
Really?
And yes, the God of War one. And both of them, actually, both of my God of War videos. And it was like kind of cool because like he was shouting me out the entire time.
Oh, that's sick. I need to find that.
Oh yeah. He was pausing the video and talking about it and looking up other stuff on God of War. Like it was like that. I was like, yeah, this is fine because like he's watching the video and with his audience and communicating and talking and learning,
there's
intent to expand upon the existing material.
Yeah, Ludwig's very good with that too.
Yes.
A lot of Ludwig's content's very like it's his content.
So that's a little bit different than just sitting there letting it play and like you said, just like, oh, now the dog is jumping on the couch. Oh, now the dog peed on the couch. Just like saying what's happening or
Are you
whatever.
watching my cameras upstairs right now? Is my dog
Sorry.
Also, like other creators that transform their content into their own would be like channels like JonTron, Jack's Films. Trying to think of other people, but those are the only two I can think of right now. But they make their content their own thing, and it adds a lot of content to it, of course.
Yes. Yeah. There's a good way to do it, and there's a lazy way to do it, and a way that's actually transformative. And unfortunately, until YouTube cracks down on the easy way to do it, people are going to keep doing it the easy way because you can make more money with less work. Why wouldn't you do it that way?
kind of reminds me of Tim the Tap Man was popular back when was that Warzone 1 was still a thing. He'd purposely die right at the start of the round and be rooting players as he was watching them, like spectating them, type of thing. And then like he wasn't even playing the video game, he was just literally watching in real time, and quite literally some of the people he had end up watching were stream sniping him, so they were talking to him through the game, meaning like they would nod their screen up yes or no, like clearly watching him, you know. Yeah. So it was like a curated thing. He'd react because he's a big personality guy, like people like him and like how he reacts or how he cheers people on. You're not watching him play video games, you're there just for him because he's kind of like an announcer almost, if you will. But yet like integrating to the community of his, you know, of the people in the COD community, but also his people that he that follow him, type of thing. So that's cool because it's on the surface it's like, wow, he's not even playing video games, he's just watching people play video games and he's reacting to it in real time, having it all live simultaneously. But what that sniper chick is doing, from what it sounds like, is just easy money grab, no effort, just using her viewer base to get her printing money for.
Yep.
She has like 30 million subscribers, but probably some of the worst audio I have ever heard.
Is she good looking?
Yeah, that's the only thing about her.
Okay, there's your answer.
Back in the day, she used to be a gaming channel. Some of her content wasn't even her gaming. She was just commentate over other people's footage.
That reminds me of.
But hold on, time out. We were just talking about how other people do that, and we just found it acceptable.
Yeah, you can.
No, but she was claiming it as her own, not like reacting to someone playing. Like it was supposed to be her playing the game, but it wasn't actually her playing.
Oh, so she was just faking,
faking like she was playing.
Oh my, oof.
She got caught doing that back in like 2015, I think.
Wow.
No shame.
Yeah, I gotta do that. I suck at video games. Just download somebody else playing video games well and just be like, oh, I'm great. Look at me go. Just killed that guy and that guy.
Oh, that's I don't know.
You're just like, you just bend over, start itching yourself, but you're still swiping and shooting like 3 people.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oops, killing 3 people. I'm like, sorry.
Dude, that's
just so good.
Yeah.
This reminds me of the dude. This reminds me of the dude who's in a freaking wheelchair. People were donating to him for months and stuff, like just trying to support him. Only where he forgot to fucking turn off his stream, got up from his wheelchair and fucking walked off the thing. Like, dude, I don't remember. Hold on.
Yeah, and that's. I don't doubt that happened, and that's why like it sucks because like then the legitimate people who actually need help, you can't trust them because you got people like this who just take advantage of.
I think the one
kindness of others.
Yeah, the one dude that plays with his mouth though, that can't be faked. Have you seen that guy?
Probably not.
I think I know what you're talking about. I've seen a couple of different people do that stuff.
He like uses his shoulder.
Yeah.
He's like,
it's crazy.
It's nuts, and he just shreds kids.
Doesn't he play fighting games, or is that someone else?
I think he was playing COD, maybe Fortnite. I can't remember. I remember being a shooter-based game though.
I know in the fighting game community, there's someone who's disabled and has to play kind of funky, but he kicks ass.
So, I don't know why I'm sorry to disjoin this. The guy's name was originally Zillion OP, and in the last year he started streaming again. I'm not gonna say his new username because he's a piece of shit. But yeah,
as everybody looks it up.
All I hear is the frivolous clicking and tapping on their keyboard. While you guys are doing that, I just wanted to do a quick shout out to Dark Fusion Systems. We're doing a giveaway with them.
There are people who won't scam you out of your money.
You're absolutely right, and we're doing a giveaway. For one of their systems at the end of this month. But real quick, I just want to let you know that you can get $150 off of your next PC build if you don't win it or don't want to wait to win it by going to darkfusionsystems.com. Just mention Bucket Bytes when you go to inquire you just go and inquire because they help you kind of build out the PC to fit your needs.
Nice.
So, but since we are doing the giveaway and we do give codes during our episodes, I'm going to go ahead and give away that live stream code right now. And that code is going to be 9J4DJK3N. So that is our code for today for the live stream. There'll be, if you're listening to this after the fact, there's an audio code you would have just heard. Or if you're watching it later on YouTube, there's a different code for that too. So you can get the code 3 different ways if you so wish. So check out Dark Fusion. They're good dudes. Awesome PCs. Josh has one.
I do. I was playing it today.
Were you?
I was.
Awesome. I had to push mine back because I had to fix
you
my
can even
AC.
make it look pretty.
You can. Our system is our it's a beautiful system. I don't have a picture of it up on the screen, but
Yeah, you should show it on screen again. See what happens.
yeah, no. So
Doesn't go well.
no, that's okay. So Dom, I don't know if you guys want to still kind of talk about Twitch streamers and all these other pieces of shit people, or were we off that?
I guess we're off of it. I don't think I have anything else more this time.
I just don't like glorifying people who don't deserve to be glorified.
Of course.
That's all. Like people who sit in a wheelchair and walk magically.
I mean, if it is actual magic, glorify them.
Yeah, for sure. But that's different.
Yeah, but you said like people who sit in a wheelchair and then walk magically. I'm saying if they
Thank
do,
you. Sure.
then yeah, you should glorify them. But sarcastic magic, and then yeah, don't glorify them.
Sarcastic magic's the worst magic.
It's pretty bad.
Dom, you want to talk about The Last Ronin?
Yes, I do want to talk about The Last Ronin. For anyone who's not familiar with The Last Ronin, it's like Michelangelo's The Last Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
The artist?
Maybe I should have
Turtles.
Maybe I should have mentioned that this is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle type of game.
Yeah.
So in the comics, Michelangelo ends up being the last of his brothers. I don't know. I think Shredder kills them all or something like that in the comics.
Spoiler.
And then
This is like the premise. It's not a spoiler.
Sorry.
so I think something like Michelangelo goes to Japan or something like that and trains to become a samurai type of thing. I don't know too much about The Last Ronin, but I do know, I'm going to repeat myself, that it is Mikey. And it's supposed to be very darker than what Mikey is usually, because Mikey's the goofy one, orange pizza nunchucks. But this is him very serious and very well trained. I'm interested to see how this game turns out, because I think it was supposed to be similar to like God of War style from the things I've heard. I'm not sure.
I know what you're talking about now. Yep.
The trailer didn't give us a lot to work off of. It was a teaser trailer, of course. So nothing to really help us direct the way the game's going to go. And I'm so happy that it's on every platform and not just PlayStation.
Get a PlayStation.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Come on, nerd. Get a PlayStation, then you don't got to worry about it being on every other platform.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have a PlayStation. No, I remembered seeing the trailer for it, and I just that gameplay style, even if it's between like the God of War style, just like going around kicking ass, or even like the Arkham games, like that kind of like superhero fighting style where you just like a big badass out there kicking everyone's ass. Like that's so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that'll really translate to the game's success quite a bit.
And Mikey becomes a real badass in the comics, so I'm excited to see how they build off of that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that'd be interesting. When does the game come out?
I don't think they have a set date or anything. Trailer
okay.
didn't say anything, just said coming soon.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they change their mind and they only make it out on PlayStation, apparently there's a Slim coming out soon. What do you guys know about that?
Supposedly PS5 Slim. It's
That's
thinner. That's it.
I like how we're just like there's a PlayStation 5 and it's slimmer.
No, so there have been some
PlayStation diet.
reputable leakers have posted some pictures, and I think there was even a video of somebody holding one, but I don't know how much I believe that. But yeah, it looks exactly the same, except it's a little bit thinner, and the disk drive will be detachable. So I think they'll probably release like a version without the disk drive, but then you can upgrade later if you want to. So yeah, PlayStation 5
Slim.
Slim.
I feel about that.
It'll happen. About the detachable.
If they take that out, would the storage, be the same amount? Like, because I'm assuming that the newest one, the 5, has like a terabyte.
No, I don't.
No, 500 gig.
Yeah, I think
is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Storage in consoles is the like it's where they cheapen up the most.
Has a PlayStation ever been a terabyte in any PlayStation?
Yeah.
Like the PS4 Pro definitely had one.
Okay.
I want to say even the PS3 may have had a 1 terabyte model at
in this
point.
day and age of games being downloadable or subscription, right? You can do that through again, I'm not a PlayStation person, so you can download that on the console, but it's like 500 gigs in this day and age does not get you very far.
That's like 5
Baldur's
games.
Gate is 120. So yeah. Like,
holy shit.
Like you have to do game management or just have obviously it's not a big deal to have an external hard drive.
But you can't
upgrade my hard drive.
So the thing about PS5, what sucks is the disk drive doesn't matter because the disk drive only makes it so you don't have to download the game. It still has to install the full game to the hard drive.
Yep.
And the second thing is you can't run PS5 games off of an external hard drive.
Really?
Well, yeah, because it uses their special SSD.
The weird NVMe.
But you can on Xbox.
Yeah, but most games. Yeah, well, the Xbox's external storage is it has to be like the NVMe type on the new series.
I think that's true too. Yeah.
But you can run it on the NVMe. No, I don't know.
You can't. You can't run it off of a USB drive. I don't believe.
Right.
I can't. No, you can't because I have an external hard drive for Xbox Series X games. I can't play it if it's on the hard drive.
But Xbox One games you can, and PS4 games you can.
Okay.
On a PS5, but yeah, PS5 games you have to run. And to be fair, like the upgrade is easy. I've upgraded my PS5 to 2 terabytes. Like it's made it really easy to do.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's got to be the standard. It's got to be the standard.
It has to be at least. That's a starting point for all, and that's where I was kind of getting to the point where the Slim. It's like, would that be 500 then too? I
would hope that whatever they're saving on, reducing the size, and I'm sure, components are cheaper now. I would hope that they offset some of that with at least a 1 terabyte.
That would be
it's outrageous. Well, you got to realize you probably got like 80 gigs going to the OS itself.
Not 80.
Yeah, it's probably like 40, 50 at least at the minimum. At the minimum.
You are insane to think a video game OS is going to take 50 gigs. I would say 20 at most, and even that's pushing it. He's Googling.
Is he Googling I'mRight.com?
Yeah, I am. I was trying to get, no. I was curious. I was just, maybe it's out there.
I would sure like to know.
Speaking of PlayStation, you guys heard of Temu, right?
Temu?
It's like another type of Wish type of thing.
Oh, like a place where you buy.
Josh.
Yeah, you buy like cheap items. And
if I found what you found, Post, I'm sorry.
Yes. We probably found the same thing. I'm sorry.
158 gigs in size.
Yeah. But that's for expansion and stuff too. That's not.
Correct.
That's just it's hidden
that's
space.
Swap storage, and yeah.
So it's actually a bunch more than we thought.
I'm gonna say there are other apps in there too. If it's just the operating system, it's not 125 gigs.
No, I agree with you, but I just remembered it being a lot of space. But anyways, Dom,
there's a lot of unusable space. I will say. All right,
yes.
I got
emo game. What is this emo game?
I didn't say emo. I said Temu.
Oh, Temu.
Have you guys never heard of Temu?
No, I have not actually.
I heard of T-Mobile.
Really?
that what you're talking about?
No. So Temu is like a Wish, but like a different type of brand in charge of it, and they have a bunch of little bootleg stations and stuff. So their PlayStation 5, I don't have a picture of it so I can show you guys, but it's called the Game Station. It has like PS2 controllers hooked up
I've
to
seen
it.
that. I've seen
And
this fucking
they
thing.
have like the ports on the front of the PlayStation. It's so funny looking. And and I've seen like a very thick Nintendo Switch on their website. It's just really funny seeing bootleg systems.
Yeah, it's $20 on. It's 54% off. It's $22 right now.
Yeah.
And isn't it called like a Game Station?
Yeah, it's the it's the Game Station, the GS5 8-bit game console.
4K.
8 bits. Damn.
8 bits. Yeah.
Well, they fit all those bits in there.
I don't know, but it's literally modeled like a PS5. It's hilarious.
That is really funny.
Dom, what are you buying, man? Come on.
I don't buy it. I keep getting fucking ads about Temu, and it makes me so sad because I keep trying to block it.
Well, now you're talking about it, so your phone's gonna hear you.
Yeah, Zuckerberg's giving you all the ads now.
Shit.
Oh god.
Oh, dude, they got like a Game Boy SP one that's $31. How many bits is this?
Their motto is like shop like a billionaire.
Okay.
This is disgusting. Power saving super volume stereo show the real game sound effect.
What?
That's
hey, man.
that's part of the
Sounds impressive.
Hey, speaking of Nintendo products, I thought I heard that they're going to be announcing soonish maybe a new Nintendo console. Josh,
I mean, they've been talking about it for ages, dude. Every week there's a Switch 2's coming soon. They're gonna announce it any day now. And that's been for 3 years.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because the first Switch originally came out 2015.
That's right.
I don't know when.
Quick Googles. It was 2017.
2017. Oh,
that's the first Switch, really?
Was 2015
March 3rd,
Wii U?
That might have been because the Wii U did not last long.
Right.
I think it was 20. Was
Wii U's 2012. So that was a 5 year. That was a 5-year product.
Okay. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I mean, what track recordly, they've been every 5 to 6 years they come out with a new console?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd wish for 7 years for a lifespan of a console, I'd say. At least that's what it was in the past.
Well, 7 years would be next year, wouldn't it? From 2017, if I did math right.
That's mathing right.
Mathing right. So next year.
Big mapper.
Yeah, because I'm looking. It was 5 years from N64 to GameCube, 5 years from GameCube to Wii, 6 years from Wii to Wii U, and then 5 years from Wii U to Switch. So yeah, it's been about 5 years each until the Switch. The Switch is holding on strong, but COVID happened, which puts everything on pause for 2 years. So.
That makes sense.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. Does anybody have any last thoughts or topics that they want to get off of their chest before we call it a night here?
Oh, Logan, you're still in some Mortal Kombat, right?
Not really.
Okay. Well, Reptile's
We're
coming
talking
back,
about Mortal Kombat. I'm out of here.
Yeah, he's fine. I just wanted someone to bond about it with.
Someone to bond.
Because I'm the only one in my friend group that likes it.
I watched the kill scenes from the previous, but I've never really played them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't have anything then.
Everybody likes Mortal Kombat until they play it.
It's okay, Dom. Someone somewhere will comment that they like it. Just look on X and just search Mortal Kombat, and there'll be people talking about it. And
you want me to go on X? I ain't going on that shithole.
Well, then go on
Or
Threads.
Elon.
I mean, I'm not gonna judge what platform you go on. I mean, you could go on freaking X2 videos. This is Bucket Bites, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I'm Ryan Papa Post with Josh, Logan, and Dom. We'll catch you later. Peace out.